ho! Merry Christmas, everybody! Merry Christmas!
It's holiday season again, which means food is everywhere. That is why this month's edition of Midnight Talk with Medyo Boi, we are going to feature food blogger and vlogger because food is life.
Hello mga kabarkads! Welcome once again diri sa Kaon Tabay, a food review segment of Suroy Tabay para sa My Food Merkado.
But wait, there's more. We will start our month with a talk on how to take good care of our teeth with Dr. Marian Ibon of Ibon Dental Clinic. Mark those dates now and so you won't miss it.
Midnight Talk with Medyo Boi.
Hi guys! I'd like to invite you to watch Midnight Talks with Medyo Boi. That will be on Sunday at 10 p.m. Of course, together with me, your Kamarkads, Mae Anne. See you there!
Midnight Talk with Medyo Boi.
Hi guys, good evening. This is your friend Medyo Boy. It's not a boy, it's not a girl, it's Medyo Boy. Today is the 20th day of December 2020. It's 5 more days to go before Christmas. How's your evening so far, guys? Kung ako inyong pangutanon, it was a little bit tiring for for the entire day, but the night is so good because we will be joined later on by Mae Anne, who is the founder sa My Food Merkado. But before that, yes, our time right now is 2 more minutes before 10 o'clock. So if you can invite our friends to drop by, if you can share this live stream with our friends, please do so. In the way daghanta. So just bear with me. I'll share this live stream muna. So teka muna guys ha. All right. So what do you have so far? I mean, what do you have for the Christmas? All right. Yeah, anong mga plano nyo guys? Hello, and wanna say thank you so much and good evening to our friend Maria Rama. Thank you so much, friend, for coming over, for dropping by. Thank you so much, Maria Rama. Sa mga friends natin dyan, baka naman pwede share natin yung live stream natin. And yeah, if you can, you know, join us, that would be much appreciated. And tsaka, anong tawag dito? Ask questions. So we will be talking later on to Mae Anne, who is again the founder of My Food Merkado. My Food Merkado is a food market or food market group in Facebook. And we would like to take a look what was the reason behind it, why na-form siya nga group. And also man unsa kuno ilang goal, um, why they organized that. Again, that would be Mommy Ann. She will be joining us later on. She's actually right now waiting for us. So I do thank you so much kay Mommy Ann because she's so punctual. Like 10 minutes before the start of the program, she's already with me. All right, so I guess we do not. I mean, without further ado, let's gonna go ahead and bring her over because I know she's also a little bit tired like me because we went earlier to one of the barangay islands in Lapu-Lapu to give out and to share our blessings for our part of the Christmas um program that we do have. I'm okay, friend. Thank you so much for asking, ka friend Musta Makadia. All right, and hello also to Anton Palaboy. Thank you so much for watching, and Nico. Okay, we'll bring her over. Let's gonna go ahead and put Mommy and over. Are you okay there, ma'am? Okay na ka? All right, so let's gonna go ahead and put Mommy and over. Just one moment. Tanggalin ko lang muna tong. All right, there you go. All right,
Hello!
hello. Hello, Kamerkads.
Hello mga kamarkads! Good
Kamerkads.
evening!
Good evening, Mommy. And first and foremost, I would like to say thank you so much for for accepting my invitation for this program. I know na you have a lot of things nga buhaton pa, and it's too late in the evening na. But I appreciate your time and for gracing our event.
Yes, it's my pleasure, Medyo Boi. It's my pleasure to support a fellow YouTuber and, of course, anything that could help you. No, no worries. I'd be here. Thank you for
All right.
inviting me
Ato,
also.
pataka si Mami Ann for gracing the event. All right, before ko
Bongga.
ta mag-start, how are you?
Well, as you said earlier, no? So man, mag-in-English na dali, mag-Binisaya. So, I,
Probably well,
English.
our Taglish lang ta kay we also have friends
Yes.
na who are overseas and or mga Tagalog na
All
friends.
right. Okay, no worries. All right. So as you said earlier, of course, I'm a little bit tired because we went to Olango Island. Not today. We spent the whole day there because we had a reach out. I mean, an outreach activity for the kids in Olango Island in Panganan, Barangay Panganan. And yeah, it was such a fun. It was an exhausting but fun and fulfilling day for all of us. So, but nonetheless, I'm here to grace your evening, and I'm here and ready to mingle. Good evening,
Exactly.
everyone.
And sabi pa ni Antoy Palaboy, ka-fresh ba? Fresh kasi Mami, tanawa kong
Nakali-
face. Oh.
nakaligo na. Okay, the moment we arrived,
Mm-mm.
nagabinahan. Actually, we arrived here dark already. It was dark already because the traffic in Lapu-Lapu was terrible, and then we
That's
had
right.
to pass by major streets also of Mandaue. So we reached at around, it was already dark. So the moment I arrived here, of course, I took a shower because I felt so hot, and the I know the breeze of the beach ba, na it's so sticky
Mm-mm.
and all that. So of course, that's why fresh na. Medyo basa pa bang buhok. Okay.
Me too. I was able to like I arrived here in Lapu-Lapu and I was a little bit hungry kasi hindi ako kumain doon ng marami earlier. Because again we were busy, so I my tita had this noodles with malunggay and I missed that, so kumain ako muna before I took a bath, and actually nakatulog ako ng 2 hours. Ah, so I sleep at around 7, nag-wake up ako around 9. 'Di ba, gano'n lang life.
Oh, I also had a power nap around 9 o'clock. I had a power nap. I had a power nap, and then I woke up 9:30. Oh, di ba?
Wow, amazing. Well, anyhow, let's dig into the topic. Mommy, and so first question is, who is May Anne before into this world of vlogging?
Oh yeah. Well, I'm a lot of many things. Before the most recent one, before the pandemic, because I only started vlogging this pandemic because of the
Mm,
abundance of time. But prior to that, I am a consultant. I am a cake maker, you know. But most of my time before the pandemic, we spent it on training and consulting because we have a training and consulting company together with my husband, Sir Josh. So we have we actually have Purple Chalk Philippines. So Purple Chalk
Mm-mm.
Philippines is focused into corporate trainings. We do leadership trainings, team building and facilitation, and of course, quality. So that's what kept us busy. Before the
Mm.
pandemic, actually our schedules were full because we roam around the Philippines. We go around the Philippines, and sometimes also we have some engagements abroad for some trainings. That's what kept us really busy. But the pandemic changed everything. So we lost all the schedules. We had to postpone. We had to shelve them, and we had to stay at home like everybody else. And of
That's
course,
right.
Josh and I were always, busy. We're always used that we are busy. We're doing stuff. So that's why this pandemic we had to come up with something useful and productive of our time. So that's what I
Mm,
was
that's it.
before the pandemic. I never vlogged, although I'm very active
Mm-mm.
on social media because of my line of career. Because prior to being a consultant, also, I was into TV production with Sky Cable.
Mm.
We've, I was with Sky Cable for around 8 years as production head of the airtime and advertising for Sky Cable Cebu. And
Mm.
after that, when I resigned, we put up Purple Chalk Philippines. So that's what I was. And then now that the pandemic is ano, so I'm a kamarkad. So I have to go with the flow. I have to go with the tide, because we have to evolve ourselves to be able to survive in this pandemic. Um,
That's right.
you know, everything that we think about before, I would say I'm too old for vlogging. I'm too old to be doing stuff like this. But then I realized that once you find your niche, once you find something that you love to do, there's no limit to sharing what you love and what you want to share. So that's why I am into vlogging now.
Which we'll be talking about later on why you created such content and that such group which is My Food Merkado. But before I'll ask you on that side on that question, I would like also to take a look how were you or the family during the pandemic?
Well, Medyo Boy, it didn't aside from the financial blow to our family, we were not really so much shaken by the pandemic because of I would believe it is because of our faith, because I've always been very I would say it maybe I've always been aligned to my spirituality.
Mm-mm.
So when the pandemic hit, actually the very first vlogs that I created when the pandemic hit was a devotional vlog. I had created a channel which is Mae Anne's Devotion, and then I wanted to talk about, about Christ, about Jesus, about I'm a Jesus follower. So that's how I cope, no? So the moment I noticed that the pandemic really hit a lot of people in their emotional, in their mental state, in their spiritual state, I then started to share about the security that you have in Christ, the security that you
Nice.
have if you have the faith, and the security that you have when you know that even if you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow or in the future, you know who is holding the future. And that is an assurance that you get that it will give you so much peace despite all the
That's
hulabaloo,
right.
despite all the chaos and the uncertainties. So that is the reason why I think I would say I was not so much affected emotionally, mentally, because I was grounded. In fact, I was able to come up with a ladies group wherein I meet with them before when it was still at the peak of the pandemic. I met
Mm-mm.
with them every night just to speak to
Wow.
them, to inspire them. We have fellowship, we have devotion. I talk to them about not getting so anxious and stressed about it because Christ is with us. And then and then I'm so happy to say that that ladies group, we call ourselves ladies battling on their knees, because we battle on our knees in prayer. So I was able to gather some ladies to help them cope with their anxiety. I also attended a class because I'm also enrolled in Bible school, and we have the
Mm.
emotionally healthy women class, which also was a very big help in guiding me on how to facilitate and guide these ladies to fight against anxiety in the pandemic. So
Wow,
I
that's
think
nice.
that's how the pandemic affected. In fact, for me, it was very fruitful and productive. But the worst blow that we had was only on the financial. But the emotional, the family, praise the Lord, we are still together. We are intact. In fact, we are healthier emotionally and spiritually this pandemic because of the time we spent together.
Well, that's amazing, ma'am, because I guess not all of us were really like prepared when it comes to things like this. I guess everyone man naman hindi talaga prepare when this pandemic hits. But sharing what you had done and um when it comes to spiritual, because I guess that's one of the learnings na not me but all of us, because when this pandemic hit wala jud ta come to be when we tend to become more into religious aspect, because ika nga hindi natin namalaya na we lose that side of us na. And then this pandemic, and a lot of our people and friends were really affected, and it's good to know na the family were in good shape, and as well as you were able to help these ladies who were really battling, and I guess would have those anxiety during the pandemic. And that's a good act of you. And maingon jud nako siya nga si Ma'am May jud ang bulahan, and all the glories and all the talents na adyo na ni Ma'am May.
Well, thank you for that, Medyo Boy. In fact, this is where Margaret and I met in this
Mm.
ladies battling on their knees group, because one time, because Josh, diba, was the one who was already into YouTubing, and he was the
Mm.
member nangadaan of the Bisaya YouTubers Club. So Margaret became a common friend only on Facebook, but we have not really talked until one time that I saw her post something about her getting anxious of the pandemic, and then I invited her to join this ladies group, and that's when we started to be close. And basically, of course, my friendship with Maan or Margaret is one of the reasons why I was encouraged to do vlogging na this
Wow,
time, because
nice.
she was really persistent, and she was really inspiring me to start a vlog, and she was encouraging me to do something, and nonetheless, I am enjoying doing it now with Josh
I
as well.
Well, I can see it based on what you have done so far sa imong mga vlog, and with My Food Merkado, your passion in it. I can really sense and feel you're into it. And as you said earlier, I'm not sure if I capture it right. You were thinking that you were too old to do the vlogging, and what made you decide to change into this world and go with? Well, you said earlier that's because of pandemic, but what was the reason behind you creating my food? You created My Food Mercado, and who initialized this? Was it Sir Josh, or was it your idea and then you incorporated it with Sir Josh?
Yes, yes. So, by the way, just to give you an idea, My Food Mercado that was started on Facebook was actually in the beginning, it was not really for vlogging. Because if you notice that My
Mm.
Food Mercado is a group, it is a public group. The very reason why we came up with that is that in the beginning, when the pandemic hit, diba, so we had no work. We had to stop. We had to stop the consulting and the training. So I had to come up with something that is revenue generating for the family. So Josh and I, we had to come up with something. And then good thing that for Purple Chalk, we also have remaining clients who stayed with us even up to now, despite the pandemic. But it's not anymore the same as before without the pandemic, because all the trainings were canceled and most of our revenue before were really coming from the training, the face-to-face training, and the consulting was a supplemental revenue earning initiative. But when
Mm,
the pandemic hit and all we have left were the consulting engagements, so I had been more free because the consulting is more of Sir Josh's really expertise. So
mm,
since I am also very into cooking and I am an entrepreneur, I also own City
mm,
Cake Cebu because I am also a cake artist as well. I've owned City Cake Cebu since 2007, but it's basically just an online business, and I usually do it as a hobby. I did not really focus on it much yet, but when pandemic happened, then it was a chance for me to really focus on my food business. So I started to, and of course, cakes that time and the beginning of the pandemic was not really a priority for the people.
that's
But the
right.
basic food, the viand that they eat on a daily basis, that was the priority. So I told Josh that I would start cooking and selling food. So, every time I come up with something, I always consult that with Josh. I always talk to him and, tell him my ideas. And then when he says go for it, then that's the time I go for it. Because, we always work together. That's the camaraderie that we have. That's actually the chemistry that we have. Nga, it usually when the both of us agree on something, it will definitely work. And that's what's amazing about Josh and I. And so
That's great.
when I decided to do the cooking, and then we had customers, it started with my network, my friends,
Mm,
and all that. But then the what you call that, the pandemic, the closure,
mm.
the extreme, what was that, ECQ, right?
EZQ.
Where we can no longer deliver outside of our premises or our city. So that's when it happened that our sales basically went down because I could no longer deliver outside of Mandaue. So that's
Mm,
when I told Josh that, you know what, I think we should come up with a group wherein the sellers are all from Mandaue. Okay. And then I said, so that every time people would want to buy food or something, all they have to do is to go to this online group, and then everybody there is a Mandawehanon. So we first named MFM as
my.
Mandaue Food Merkado. It was
That's
first
right.
Mandaue because it was exclusive for Mandaue sellers only.
Mm,
So that the Mandaue buyers and consumers as well will not have any problem. They don't have to ask, can you deliver to Mandaue? Because during that time, there were so many harang, di ba? They couldn't cross.
that's
Magpasa-pasa pa.
right.
We have to pasa the food from Mandaue, then pasa to another rider to Cebu. It was so chaotic. So that's when
That's
we came
correct.
up with Mandaue Food Mercado. The main purpose of that was to help the ones who just started their food business in Mandaue, especially those who were displaced from their jobs and from their work and their businesses and came up with food businesses. So that's how we started.
Well, that's really a good deed, Mami. And when you think of other people, because there were really a lot who were affected, and I would say with the pandemic, the online business, the online selling, grow tremendously, and with
Yes.
the help of My Food Merkado as well, a lot of online sellers, I would say business establishment were onto online, and you brought those people to come together, especially yung mga taga Mandawi, because ika nga, we would have difficulties of going outside of Mandawi to buy food, and it's also difficult during that time. But when you started this My Food Mercado, did you have any thought that this would not be a successful one, or any second thoughts about
Yeah. Oh no. Actually, when we started My Food it's first, di ba, MFM or Mandaue Food Mercado. We
Mandawi
called
food?
it MFM na. Um, No, basically, my purpose, I never thought that it would evolve to something like this, wherein it is now like a community with full production, with production every Saturday of a live event. And then I would do now food vlogging and food reviews. So it was never in my mind because, I never knew what would happen next. I was taking
Mm,
it one step at a time. During the time, all I was thinking about was to help my fellow food sellers and my fellow, mga food vendors, that they will have a venue, an online venue wherein they can sell their products, and then people can come together in that community. And actually, we were so amazed because the group really grew so fast. It was,
that's
it was,
correct.
it was unimaginable how it grew fast. And then when it grew, then that's when Sir Josh, when I think when we reached 5,000 subscribers in a matter of 1 week or something like that, that's when Sir Josh introduced the MFM Live. So
Mm-mm.
MFM Live Again was another, kung bagay, the purpose of MFM Live Again was to share blessings, because
Mm-mm.
what we did there were, we actually went and approached sponsors like Virginia Foods Incorporated. Thank you so much, Virginia. We approached IPI. Because these people were my clients when I was still in the production and advertising. So it was
Mm-mm.
so easy to come to them, and then I even Titais, we came to them and then we asked for support because we wanted also to support those who are members of Mandawi Food Mercado or MFM now, that they would have something also to look forward to every weekend.
That's
Actually, we
correct.
did pagyud Wednesday and Saturday because Wednesday was kumbaga informational and educational day, because we invited speakers from BIR, we invited
Mm-mm.
marketing speakers, speakers with expertise in a certain field to share knowledge. To guide these new sellers, how they can start their business permits, how they do
Mm-mm.
marketing, how they do food handling, how they do customer service. So we had all these talks as well. And then finally, every Saturday we do the live game night. So we could give out
Mm-mm.
prizes and just share blessings. One thing really admirable, sorry, about
Mm-mm.
Mandawi Food Mercado are now MFM members, because they were the ones sharing their blessings. All the
Exactly.
prizes that we get, all the prizes that we give out are also all from the sellers who wanted to share. Okay, so that's how we started, and now it has become such a very, you know we already have other sponsors who are paying us minimal amounts to share and to do vlogs, and that's just where the vlogging was. Kumbaga, it was just a result. The vlogging
Mm-mm.
was just a result. You know what, Medyo Boy? There's one thing also I would really want to share. How
Go,
amazing
go.
and My Food Mercado has helped us, because you know what? There were times before that people of the sellers, they would just send us food. They would just send us food for free because they just wanted to thank us that we put up My Food Mercado. Nothing in exchange. But because of that, that's when Sir Josh thought
Mm-mm.
of making a food review in
Mm-mm.
our, kumbaga, just to thank them back also for what they have sent us. That's how the MFM food review
Food
started.
reviews. Wow, amazing. There are a lot of stories, evolving as a result of your good deeds sa My Food Mercado or My Mandawi Market before. Mommy, and
Mhm.
right now, how many members should I see or sellers do we have? Because the last time it was more than 10,000. Have we reached 20,000 already? I mean, have you checked on
Yes,
that?
we are around 90 members short to be 22,000.
Wow, amazing.
I mean to be
Great.
23,000. So we
23,000.
are around 22,920 members now.
Well, thank you so
Mm.
much. Well, that's amazing, man. Um, and yeah, you were able to share me that story previously when we were saan ba tayo doon? Na you were so blessed because during pandemic nga there were a lot of people sending out food, so food was not an issue during that time because they were sending you out free food, to be part of the My Food Merkado. And if I'm a seller right now, can I still be involved in My Food Merkado, and what are necessary steps para pwede akong ma-feature ngayon?
Yes, sure. Of course, everybody and anybody is welcome to be a member of My Food Mercado. You can be a seller or you can just be a buyer. Okay, anybody can be a member. If you actually join the group of My Food Mercado, all you have to do is go find My Food Mercado on Facebook and then join the group. Everybody is welcome to join. And then all you have to do if you want to sell is just we are just giving out parang an information sheet where you can fill it up because if you are a seller, but if you're a buyer, no
Mm,
need to fill out the sheet. But if you're a seller, you need to fill out the sheet because we just wanted to make sure that all our sellers are legit. So that's all. All they
right.
have to do is fill out the sheet, and then after that, they can start posting what they're selling on MFM. And anytime they can do that. And of course, if they want their food to be featured, okay, all they have to do is to message me or Sir Josh, and then they can just send their food here, and then we can make a review. But we are very honest about our food review because we would want to retain the integrity of what we are saying. So if we feel like your food is really good, we will say it. If we feel like your food really needs improvement, we will say it. But of course, we will say it in a very respectful and constructive manner. So, hindi
Indeed.
lahat ng nire-rate namin perfect score. Meron talagang iba na syempre hindi siya perfect, but we would suggest some parang upgrades or
Improvement.
improvements. Yun lang. But we're
Mm.
never nasty. We're just honest. So
Yeah, because
yes,
I
they
tried.
can feel.
Yeah, because I tried also doing a review with yung corned beef patty. And that was my first time na you can, well, we do a lot of patties. We cook patties na gamit yung saging, yung puso ng saging. And that was my first time na nag-try ng corned beef patty. And it was amazing. And my review on that matter as well was honest because I was also looking not just onto the food itself but also the price. If I'm a buyer, is this worth it for me to buy, 'di ba?
Yes. Yes, you're talking about our one of our activities or one of our programs with Virginia Foods Incorporated where we had to use Virginia products and create a new menu or a new dish with it and then we sent out to you mga vloggers that time hindi pa ako vlogger that time. No, so I was
Oo.
only a host there for MFM Live, and then we sent out to all our blogger friends for you guys to review the food. And we would also like to thank you for extending your support to us the time. And of course, Virginia as always. So yes, that's true. So yeah, if they want to join, come join My Food Mercado anytime. You can do that. If you want your food to be reviewed, just PM me, and we have moderators who are in charge of approving and coordinating. And I'm very thankful. You know what? Our moderators who are working with us, mura sila gipang swelduhan. It seems like we're
Nice.
paying them salaries the way they work, how they are
Mm.
dedicated to the group, how they spend their time to the group. That's why I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to all the moderators of My Food Mercado. And it is my wish that maybe someday we could come up with some things that we could be revenue earning already, and then we could share it with the moderators who are working so hard to keep the group together and to make the group really become successful. So that would
That's it.
be
Wow.
someday when the pandemic is over. Maybe we will tap sponsors, but we will never earn or get kumbaga fees or membership fees or any money from our members. Never. It will all
I
be
was
from our
about to
sponsors who would be willing to support us in the future.
I was about to ask if if part of being a member or sellers there is to give out something from you guys or to you guys. So wala. So wala talagang money involvement
No.
na if I'm a seller, I'll give Mae Anne or Sir Josh as an registration money. Baga walang
No,
ganon.
no, and we will never do that. We will never do that because first of all, Facebook is free, so we will never ask you for a fee to be a member. But
Mm-mm.
but what we can do maybe for for some support, we will get it from sponsors, but not from our members. And of course,
Got it.
also siguro so mga sellers who wants to have extra promotion or extra, extra feature or extra, we
Mm-mm.
will do something really extra for them, then maybe we can charge a little bit, but not as a regular member or regular seller. No charge for that. You can maximize MFM the best you can. You can just tap us also for support anytime you need us.
Great. And right now is My Food Mercado open to sellers from Lapu-Lapu or Cebu or outside of Mandaue?
Yes, of course. The moment that na-open na rin yung mga borders, we also opened MFM. That's why it's no longer Mandawi Food Mercado, but it
Mm-mm.
is now My Food Mercado because it is now open to everybody. Everybody from Cebu, so long as you can deliver. The only thing that we are asking from the members and the sellers, be honest to your customers. Sell what you show on Facebook. I mean, on the picture. Be send products that are close to what you show on Facebook because we would discourage na kanang nindot na kayo ang picture, napakaganda ng picture tapos yung actual product
Reality.
pala ang layo, 'di ba? So
Oo.
basta yun lang yung sa amin. Give the best customer service to our fellow MFMers, and then also be honest and true to your business dealings. The same with mga buyers. If you order, you really pay for it. So long as they're giving
Exactly.
naman in the right service. So we are very, and then you know what? The moderators are a big part in making sure that people are being taken care of. We
Mm-mm.
get complaints, we really moderate them and handle them. We really
So may
speak
mga
to the seller, to the buyer, we really fix things, you know, because that's one of the services that we provide to our members to make sure that we the if there are some problems, we're able to facilitate it and
so
fix
may
it.
mga complaints din pala, Ma'am Mayan. Like what type of complaints is this? Is this regarding the service or regarding food or both?
Yes. Some are regarding services, the service provided nga na late, hindi umabot sa birthday. Tapos yung iba naman, meron naman some sellers were sending old stocks or
Hmm.
food that are no longer fresh. Some sellers were also some complaints that we also get was like yun, what they show on Facebook, the picture is so much different from what they delivered.
O
Like
naging
example on the
reality
sign.
versus
Mm,
expectation.
yeah. And then there are also some who got too delayed in delivering the service. Like it took, I mean, the products, it took days. And some like promised to deliver on this day, but did not deliver. You know, we have a lot of concerns and problems also encountered. But one thing sure, our moderators are so active and they really spend time to try to fix the situation. And then we also, of
That's great.
course, kick out those sellers that
Mm,
if you're a seller and we get three complaints about you, we kick you out from the group.
okay, got
That's
it.
our rule
Right.
because
So if I'm
three complaints I think is too much.
it is like even one complaint is already a bad reputation sa ano mo sa business mo. So you were also talking earlier that you have this like checklist to be part of as a seller ng My Food
No,
Mercado.
information sheet.
Information sheet. So this would include, do we have like this would include na dapat talagang may online payment sila, modes of payment. But I guess it was recommended during the lockdown, right?
Yes. We actually have just four important information, required information that you should put on your post. That's
Mm-mm.
PPPD. So every time you post, just make sure you have the four PPPD. That's picture of your product, price of your product, payment option of your product and delivery option. That's it.
Got it.
We're not even requiring mga hashtag, yung mga like the page or go to we don't, and we don't do that. It's just these four very important details, because it is also for the good of your business.
That's
Because once
correct.
the customer is informed with these four important details, definitely that's an automatic close deal. Once if they really want to order from you.
That's
Yun.
great. All right. Well, thank you for sharing. So I guess we're run out of time here. Probably what I would like to ask is, how do you ambition or what do we have in place for My Food Mercado that our sellers and buyers should be looking forward in this coming 2021?
Well, as I said, we really don't know what will happen tomorrow. We don't know how the online food delivery and food business will go. Maybe it will still go on for the next how many years. But what we're trying to come up with here in My Food Mercado is that we just want to keep on inviting sponsors so that we could have something to look forward to for the buyers and sellers. And yun, well, we are trying to come up and improve on the My Food Mercado food review, because I think this is one venue for our sellers to have their food reviewed, and they can use the material for promotion of their products, especially if they will get a really good review from My Food Mercado food review. So that's the all the food reviews that we do for My Food Mercado. It all goes to our YouTube channel, the
Mm-mm.
My Food Mercado food review. So that's the one that we are also building up now for YouTube. And then nonetheless, our Facebook remains to grow, and we want it to grow, and everything that's going on, we want to keep the posts clean. We want to keep the members honest and intact. Every time I scroll through My Food Mercado, my heart leaps with pride to see
Wow.
the the quality of postings we have there. Kasi although we are called My Food Mercado, pero yung group namin, hindi siya mukhang palengke. Kasi we're very strict about postings. We don't allow just anyone or anything to be posted on it. You know, walang bashing doon. You will not, minsan talaga may binabash, but we don't allow it there. We don't allow negativity in the group. So all you will see is clean, informative posts that will really help you find the best food or meal for the day.
Wow,
Ayun.
amazing. And I guess that's something that uh, I'm also being proud of, because I was part of the first few people na nagdo ng review, and knowing na how Food Mercado, My Food Mercado, or Mandawi Food Mercado grow into now My Food Mercado. And you know I guess what I'm trying to say here is that I'm so proud of you, Mommy, and as
Thank
well as
you.
nakilala ko kayo ni Sir Jos, because you're doing these things with passion. Nakikita at nafi-feel ko doon. And I guess my other question before I finally let you go is, would you I would say, would you like to hold on for quite so long for My Food Mercado? Kasi you're helping a lot of people, and as you said earlier, you don't know, but if given a chance, would you like to hold on for My Food Mercado, in a thing na nag-grow talaga siya, and me and will be known not just in Mandawi, not just in Cebu, but in the entire Cebu province?
Yes, oh well, of course, as much as we can help, as much as we can do this, so long as our health and our body, and our spirits, it's just evil. We are always here willing to help and make My Food Mercado a venue for someone who wants to do food business, to really grow and to experience how it is to have a community that is very supportive, a community where they can just, find friends. You know what? we hear stories because we have MFM Stories. Recently, we just launched the MFM Stories this Christmas. We hear stories about people who just came to Cebu and then all of a sudden they got locked out and they are not really
Mm.
Cebuanos, and then they had suffered also a financial blow and they had to come up with something to earn, and then they thought of selling food but sabi nila, wala kaming kilala sa Cebu. I don't even have a family here. Hindi ako taga dito. But because of My Food Merkado, but because of My Food Merkado, I am able to gain a community na para akong taga Cebu, that I didn't have to meet them face to face, that I didn't have to see them face to face, but I was able to sell. I developed suki, even if hindi ako taga Cebu, at nagkapera
Wow,
ako. Nagka-earning ako. And you know,
that's
these MFM
amazing.
stories, it's just so amazing what this MFM has done. Not only to, not only in terms of earning, but for giving people a purpose, for giving the people to really have something to look forward to and to know that if they have a talent in cooking and they can sell it, they have this venue in My Food Mercado where they don't have to be somebody. They don't have to be known. They don't have to be a brand. They don't have to be a restaurateur. They don't have to be, very good. But if they just have the ability to serve good food, then they have a market in My Food Mercado. And that's
Wow.
what's so amazing about My Food Mercado.
Bibigyan ka ng isang masigabong palakpakan.
Yay!
Ah. Thank you so much, Mami. And thank you for sharing your insights, your story with regard to My Food Mercado. And finally, I'll put you on the highlight on the spot to invite our friends, not just with My Food Mercado, but probably with regard to what other, should I say, YouTube channels. Include na lang si Sir Jos and the family YouTube channel. So I'll put you on spot right now.
All right. So there you go. Now, followers and friends of Medyo Boi, thank you so much for spending your time with us tonight. It's such a pleasure to be sharing with you the story behind My Food Mercado. And of course, if you are a Cebuano, or if you are just not even just a Cebuano, if you are living in the premises of Cebu, you are invited to please join our group on My Food Mercado. You need not to be a seller. You can just be a buyer. You just want to look for delicious food to eat for the day. Be a member of My Food Mercado. Please search it on Facebook and please join the group because you will be accepted anytime. So please do join us. And of course, we have our YouTube channel. We have Suroy Tabay TV. That is actually a family vlog that has been started by my husband Josh. He's the main bida there, Suroy Tabay TV. Please do subscribe to the channel on YouTube and also on Facebook, where we will bring you to places to explore, and then we will give you information about these places so that you can seem like to be traveling with us or mura mong nagsuroy kauban namo. So please do subscribe to the channel. And of course, I also have my personal channel that is not related to food. It's a very new channel. It's a baby channel, and that is Mae Anne Cares, where we can talk about anything and everything under the sun. So all these on YouTube and Facebook. Thank you so much, mga followers and friends ni Medyo Boy.
Thank you so much, Mommy. And I'm so blessed because I invited you, and knowing those good acts that you did, I guess one story na, you know, or lesson na learn not to diri, and I guess our viewer is like thinking of people, not just for ourselves. Because that's how My Food Mercado started. And thank you so much for this wonderful night and for your, thoughts and anything na share nimo
Yes.
earlier nga help grow me as an individual, as a vlogger as well, and as well as an mga business and into business. Thank you so much, Ma'am May. Do you have anything else before I'll finally let you go that
Yes.
you would like to say? Or ang imong cake wala nimo ma-promote?
Oh yeah. It's okay. Of course, City Cake Cebu. That is my page, Facebook about my cakes. So yeah, if you want to order cakes, wedding, birthday, and all that, you can check out City Cake Cebu. I do personalized cakes. But more than that, Medyo Boy, there is one thing that I would like to share. Just like what you said earlier, no, na about sharing and giving. I just want to share. This is a quote that I came up myself, that I really believe in. That, you know what, true happiness can never be achieved unless you be joyful and happy about someone aside from yourself. So being happy for someone's success, for someone's joy, for someone's, if you are just being truly happy for someone, that is the main essence of true happiness. It's never about ourselves. It's never about what we can do, what we have, what we earn, what we become. It's never about us. It's always about feeling that joy and happiness towards others. That is what will make you really happy in spite of this pandemic. So be happy for others, and you will surely survive this pandemic no matter what. That's all. Thank you.
Amazing. Pakpakan natin si Ma'am Mae Anne. Ma'am Mae Anne, thank you so much again for this wonderful night. And hindi talaga ako nagkamali na invite ka because as I said earlier, marami kaming natutunan. Marami din akong natutunan. And I'll see you soon. And more vlogging and more company to come back.
Evening.
For, yes, it for this 2020. Thank you so much, Mommy, and me. You have a wonderful night and happy Sunday. See you soon.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. All right, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Mommy Anne of My Food Merkado. The story was so amazing. If you were able to, to follow us earlier as we started the program, the My Food Merkado was created because they were like trying to help out yung mga businesses who were affected with pandemic, and that was exclusively for Mandawi City because of the lockdown. So exclusive lang talaga siya sa Mandawi. And look at now, My Food Mercado is a big group, one of the biggest group sa Facebook page or sa Facebook channel or Facebook platform. It was very inspiring talaga, Ate Jeanette. Thank you so much for dropping, guys. All right, so I guess that's it for us tonight, and I hope marami kayong natutunan. And if you would like someone to anong tawag dito, gusto nyong ipa-share yung experience nila, yung happenings nila sa YouTube communities, into vlogging, Facebook, let us know. We can probably reach them out para malaman natin yung story nila at para ma-share din sa atin at para, may matutunan din tayo. But before I say goodbye, I would like to say hello and thank you so much for dropping in to Elizabeth Veloso. Thank you so much earlier, Elizabeth, for joining BYC, to JC Ojeda, to Ate Jenny Brown, to Inday Waray Bisdak, to Ma'am Louie Fernandez, to who else do we have here? My Pai, thank you so much for dropping by. To Anna's Life Style, thank you so much for dropping by. Sino pang hindi ko, si Ma'am Noreen Away, thank you so much. Si Madam Kishifam, thank you so much also for dropping by. Si JM JM Glino, si Adriel Pascual, si Anton Palaboy, thank you so much, Anton, for dropping by. So, Len Rose Channel, thank you so much. Ceci Coy for coming in. Who else do we have in? Phoebe Quintela, thank you for dropping in. And Jovel Verano Vlog. Who else? Who else do we have here? Hindi ko na-mention. I guess na-mention is Toriang Gamay. Thank you so much for coming earlier. All right, so again, guys, if you have something to Ma'am Liz Bongs, thank you also for coming over. All right. So I'll see you then on Sunday. Thank you, Sir Josh, Soroita by TV. So Sir Josh is the better half of Ma'am Mae Anne. So i-subscribe po ninyo guys si Sir Josh. That's Soroita by TV. Ano siyang i-mention kanina ni Ma'am Mae Anne. All right. So guys, we will have one more talk for this month before end ang atong 2020, and we will be talking to Descarte. And that's another food vlogger. He is from, I guess he is from Pampanga, if I'm not mistaken. So we will be talking with him. We will be getting a lot of insights on how to do cinematic food vlogging. All right. Well, that's it for me. And yes, thank you so much, Inday Waray Bisdak ating invite si not invite but si ang atong invited guest for next Sunday on Midnight Talk with Medyo Boi. Thank you so much, guys, again for joining me in tonight. I hope you enjoy the program. And if you do, please give it a thumb and share this to your friends. This has been your friend, Medyo Boy. It's not a boy, it's not a girl, it's Medyo Boy. Goodbye.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, everybody! Merry Christmas!
It's holiday season again, which means food is everywhere. That is why this month's edition of Midnight Talk with Medyo Boi, we are going to feature food blogger and vlogger because food is life.
Hello mga kabarkads! Welcome once again diri sa Kaon Tabay, a food review segment of Suroy Tabay para sa My Food Merkado.
But wait, there's more! We will start our month with a talk on how to take good care of our teeth with Dr. Marian Ave Ibon of Ibon Dental Clinic. Mark those dates now, and so you won't miss it.
Midnight Talk with Medyo Boi.
Hi guys! I'd like to invite you to watch Midnight Talks with Medyo Boi. That will be on Sunday at 10 p.m. Of course, together with me, your Kamarkads, Mae Anne. See you there!
Midnight Talk with Medyo Boi.